Cool.
Hey,
Let's do it.
awesome. You guys, how fun. This is it. We are live on Overland
Oh,
Expo's YouTube. We're here with
perfect.
Matt and Reece. They are the Sidecar Guys. I'm Eva Rupert. I'm the Motorcycle Community Ambassador. And at Overland Expo, we are gearing up for another virtual event. Saturday, August 8th, and overlandexpo.com/virtual, and you can find out all of the details. And Matt and Reece are here with us today, not just because they rode their sidecar scooter around the world, but they are hosting one of our live roundtables for Virtual Overland Expo, and it's going to be a ton of fun. And you guys have something really exciting going on today. Thank you so much for being here, Matt and Reece. Nice to see you.
No worries.
No
Yeah.
worries. Yeah, thanks for having us on. Yeah,
Yeah.
finishing each other's sentences straight away there. Yeah, no, it's great. Thanks so much for having us on. We're really looking forward to it all. Yeah, working with you guys on the Overland Expo round table and stuff. And yeah, there's loads to talk about. We've got sidecars and scooters and virtual events and
I
yeah,
hope
all sorts
everybody
of
has
stuff.
like 2 or 3 hours for you to watch this conversation we're about to have.
Yeah.
Because I want to know about your entire trip. But, let's just kick it off because we're live right now. And then shortly after this, you guys are the creators of the Armchair Adventure Festival. And tonight you're doing the Armchair Adventure Film Festival, which should be awesome. So give us a little rundown on that, you guys.
Sure, yeah. So we did the Armchair Adventure Festival was something we did. We started in April, a completely live virtual adventure festival, ran for 3 days. And since then, we've moved it into film nights, last Sunday of every month. And so we're based in the UK. So it's about 5 p.m. here now. So in about an hour's time, we'll go live with our next Armchair Adventure Festival film night. It's going to be really fun. I think we've got Austin Vince coming on for a Q&A and chat before. Everyone likes Austin. He's a lot of fun. And then after that, we've got a film called Losing Sight of Shore, which is about the first all-female team to row the Pacific. So, and they're coming on for a Q&A after with Emmy Award-winning director Sarah Washman.
Yeah, Sarah
that'll be
Washman
cool.
coming on. It's going to be awesome. I mean, what those guys did was unreal. Nearly 9,000 miles in a rowing boat called Doris across the Pacific. Absolutely incredible. So yeah, that's going to be a good one. And they're coming on to chat about it after. So exciting day, actually. We're speaking to some cool people today.
Yeah.
It is a good day. Oh, you guys, that film looks so cool just from seeing your stuff on social media. I can't wait to check that out. If people aren't able to tune in live for your film festival, are they able to catch up with anything afterwards? Does that stay somewhere in an archive that people can
Yeah,
check into?
kind of. So we kind of re-release most of the Armchair Adventure Festival content sort of onto our YouTube channel when we can. With the films, obviously we can't really re-release them because of understandable reasons. But I mean, most of the films we show sometimes they are accessible online, Vimeo and that sort of thing. You can rent them for a small amount and that sort of stuff. So
Yeah.
but our screenings, the Armchair Adventure Festival, it's completely free. So if you do want to watch it for free and catch them live and not throw any questions at them,
Yeah.
it's a good place to be.
Yeah. Good way to spend a
Cool.
Sunday night.
So cool, you guys. Well, let's back up to how the Armchair Adventure Festival happened and why in the world are you called the Sidecar Guys? How did that whole craziness start?
Sure thing. Well, there's kind of two questions there, but the sidecar guys one we should probably answer first. Well, to be honest, it's kind of a bit rich, really. We went around the world on a scooter with a sidecar, but it's the only sidecar we've ever driven. We were never into motorbikes or sidecars or anything like that before, but we set up this project, this trip to try and be the first people to ride around the world on a scooter with a sidecar. And we did it. It took us like 15 months. We rode 34,000 miles around the world. 35 countries in our Honda SH300i scooter and our barn-built sidecar built by some local volunteers. So yeah, it was pretty cool. We did it in the end, and yeah, since then we've come back, branded ourselves as the Sidecar Guys, and do stuff like this and hold film festivals and things. So
I love it. Where's the scooter now? Where's the sidecar hack hanging out?
It is currently in Matt's granddad's shed.
Yeah.
It needs some work doing to it.
Yeah.
It's getting old.
Yeah,
despite being quite young.
We call it the Ozzy Osbourne of the bike world. It's a washed-up rock star. It sits in a shed, just gathering cobwebs, and it's a bit sad, really. Should be in a museum. We think.
Well, we plan to we were going to get back on the road for like festivals this sort of summer, but obviously they haven't been able to go ahead for obvious reasons. So we may well put it back on the road next year. Maybe we're going to look at getting a couple more sidecars and do more adventurous sidecar things in the future.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. That is so cool. So you guys are hosting our live roundtable. It's got a clever name, like A Million Miles of Adventuring, because you guys on your roundtable, you have some pretty heavy hitters in the adventure motorcycle world, which is really exciting. Tell us a little bit about what you guys are going to be doing for Virtual Overland Expo.
Sure, yeah. So it's I think it's 1.2 million miles of travel tips, and we've got Simon and Lisa to ride the world, Sam Manicum and Dan Grech, the road chose me. So in terms of experienced overlanders, they're sort of they're the real deal, aren't they? So it's going to be a live roundtable. People can throw their questions at them if they want anything answered. There's going to be a live stream, so people can sort of see what. Find some answers that they really want. And I'm really excited for it.
It's going to be sort of half an hour, 40 minutes of just tips, questions, get all your questions answered by the experts. And they really are the experts, these guys. What's what we've done for the last 2 years is just pick Sam and Simon and Lisa's brains about how to do everything anyway. So but now we're doing it on camera, which is quite nice. Yeah.
That's great. That's a really good posse of people to ask questions of. It really, really is. That's cool. Well, you guys, I'm excited right now because people are actually watching this. So I just want to say hi to everybody out there. I'm seeing some likes pop up. If you guys have any comments or questions for Matt and Reece, you can just drop them in the comments box over there. And if you don't get a chance to watch this live, I'm going to do my very best to get this up on IGTV over at Overland Expo. Along with as much other great content. We're going to be cranking out a bunch of live stuff in the next couple weeks in preparation for Virtual Overland Expo on Saturday, August 8th. Let's see, what else do we need to know? You guys have some other cool stuff. You guys, are you ready for these my special effects?
Here we go.
Exciting, because when I woke up this morning, I saw on Instagram that this is dropping from the Sidecar Guys. You guys have a book out.
Yeah, we do. We launched that cover today. We just dropped that today. Our ridiculous world trip. I wrote the book about our ridiculous world trip, and it kind of focuses on the story of our journey around the world, and focuses on the people we met and the stupid situations we found ourselves in, and the strangers that helped us get out of them. We've just dropped it today. That's the front cover. What do you reckon? You like it?
It's so good looking. So the production of this book is somehow tied into the Change Your World Foundation. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So Roseanne and Jonathan Hansen, they are been helping us put it together completely. Yeah. So we met them a couple of years ago or last year. And we managed to get grantees of this year's Change Your World Fund, which is obviously associated with the Overland Expo. And they've just helped us put it all together. The book, without them, it wouldn't really be a thing. So it's very, very cool. And it should be coming out. We're actually releasing it at the end of next month. So exciting times.
Oh, exciting. Well, you guys can say hi to Roseanne directly because she is here on the chat watching everything, and she says that it is an amazing read. So really exciting. Cool. Hi, Roseanne. Hi, everybody else who's out there watching. How cool. I can't wait to read it. I can't wait to go on a ridiculous motorcycle ride with you guys. I have this little Honda CT90, and my good friend Josh and I did a long ride on our little bikes, and we've been gearing up for another one. So maybe we can catch you guys out on the dusty trail somewhere on ridiculous small motorcycles, because that would just be too fun.
We would love that. We've got this idea. When we were going up to the Americas, we planned to go all the way to Alaska, and we broke down about 400 kilometers from the border, and we had to turn back to Vancouver because we had all of our spares were quite risky. They weren't necessarily going to work very well, and we were about to go to Russia and drive across Siberia in winter. And had we broken down any further north, we'd have risked being in Russia in an even colder weather. So we had to turn back to Vancouver. So our idea is at some point in the next couple of years, we want to get back out to the States, and finish that trip up to Alaska.
Get to Alaska, yeah. We've got to get there one day. Yeah, so we'll be out riding in the States eventually, and maybe on small bikes. We've done some small bike stuff over here too. We did Land's End to John O'Groats on the little Honda Monkey. Yeah. That was a fun little trip. They're tiny little bikes, and Reece looks ridiculous on them. Looks like a clown driving one. So we're definitely up for that. Go out for a ride.
I just feel like in this world, our world is in so many ways, and I've said this before 1,000 times, it's so safe, right? Like there's hand railings around everything, and there's OSHA rules for how to do this and how to do that. And I feel like we have to kind of push our creativity to really create great adventures these days, because everything is managed. It's like you can stay on the hiking path, and you can hold the handrail and all that kind of stuff. And I feel like when we get really creative with our adventures, that's where the best things come, right? So whether it's a scooter sidecar or it's a tiny bike, or I always think about what's the micro adventure
Alistair Humphrey.
Yeah, so cool. Yeah. Like I love that idea of taking a typically normal activity, putting a spin on it, and then turning it into a great adventure. And you guys have really done that. That's so cool. And I think that's going to be showcased in the film fest tonight too, with the cross ocean rowing film, which is going to be so fun. So exciting.
Yeah. You're totally right. Sorry, we just broke up a bit there, but you're totally right. I completely agree with that. And the thing is about our adventures anyway, we always find that the most adventurous stuff is things you don't expect to happen, like the little breakdowns, the sidecar breaking down all the time and things like that. That's when you get the exciting things happening. It doesn't really matter where you are in the world. It can be just as adventurous, sort of, especially with the sidecar. Driving to some events before we left were adventurous enough, breaking down on the side of the road there. So yeah, definitely. It can definitely have adventure at home, which is pretty important these days, eh?
Definitely.
Yeah. I love it. You guys, what was one of your favorite moments on your sidecar trip?
Matt touched upon it kind of at the beginning, is that where we can't pass our motorcycle tests to do the trip in the first place. So we're completely mechanically clueless. In many cases, still are. I can probably fix a sidecar. I can't fix anything else. But we had our first sort of major breakdown was in Ethiopia. And the experience was quite intense. We were fine. We were safe. But I think one of the main reasons we chose a Honda in particular is because it's a global brand, and we kind of assumed you can get parts anywhere and someone will know how to fix it. And then when we broke down Ethiopia, our clutch had basically self-exploded. And we had to ship a new one in from the UK because there were no parts and no one had ever seen our bike before. So we quickly kind of realized in Africa that a lot of people have kind of a policy of break something more to understand it before fixing it. And it didn't. We were kind of like at the beginning, we were only a couple of months into the trip, and we were kind of watching like, oh no, don't do that. That's it. So we kind of quickly realized that you don't know how to fix it, and neither do we. So we may as well learn. So it took us about 3 weeks from the breakdown to get back on the road. But that kind of feeling of actually having fixed it properly for the first time ourselves, and kind of giving it as the belief that we could go on and do it, was quite like a significant feel-good moment, I think. Anyway, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that was a good moment, mate. Yeah, there was a couple of those. There was lots of really silly things. I mean, one of the best moments for me was when we were in Russia, and it was sort of -30, -40 outside. And there was just countless moments where things were just like completely brilliant in and amongst. When something's really terrible and you're having the worst time. And then I remember one time we're just on the side of this road having the worst time ever, and this Russian truck driver just pulls up behind us, gets his little stove out, doesn't say anything in English at all, couldn't speaking in Russian, but we couldn't chat, and gets his little stove out, makes us a cup of coffee, and just sort of sat there and had a cup of coffee with us for a minute. And it was just like, it was -30. It was so cold. We were clearly like, we'd broken down or something. We were struggling, moaning to each other. And he just came, made us a cup of coffee, didn't even have a conversation. And then that was, so yeah, there was countless moments like that. Just the interaction with the people we met was the best bit, really.
I just love it. That is just the way it is when you're out on the road. You just get into the flow of something. You just get to realize how much good is out there in the world, and it just so far exceeds the bad stuff, which is, I think, why it's so important to travel and to keep traveling. So, Well, you
Yeah,
guys
definitely.
are doing it. You guys, Rosanna has been saying hi and on the other end, and she's been watching, so you can say hi to her. I'm going to assume maybe
Hey.
Jonathan's around too. But there's been some good folks watching and popping in, and I can't thank you guys enough for spending a little bit of your Sunday with me. And this
No,
is
you're
just
all
really
good.
fun.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So if
it's fun
anybody
to
is
do.
watching, there's the Armchair Adventure Festival Film Festival, Armchair Adventure Film Festival. Just after this, go tune into the Sidecar Guys. Where do they watch the film festival?
Yeah, you can come onto the Sidecar Guys YouTube channel and just straight away. I think it's actually live on there soon. Maybe not right now.
No, we go actually officially live in an hour.
In an
actually,
hour
from now, bang on now. And yeah, you'll get you can go on our YouTube channel, it'll be on there. Equally, you can sign up and be sent the YouTube link via the Armchair Adventure Festival website.
Yeah, that's where you get to the festival portal. There's a secret portal on the website. You have to sign up, and then you get on a link through your email.
It's where the magic happens.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all the fun is. So yeah, that's where you can see it. It'd be an hour. It'll be a fun night, I'm sure. There's some great guests. So yeah, it'd be good.
So fun. Good. And you guys will be able to check in with Matt and Reece during Overland Expo's virtual event. Here's another high-tech graphic rolling in for you guys. Woo! Saturday, August 8th. You'll be able to catch Matt and Reece and all kinds of other great presentations and classes and trainings on overlandexpo.com/virtual. That's where all the schedule is. Most of that will be on YouTube, and I'll be doing some Instagram lives. Lots of prizes and giveaways, learnings, questions, show specials. And it's just going to be a really fun day. It's so weird in the world where we can't have events that we're connecting in these virtual spaces, and it ends up being really fun. Like I've really come to enjoy it. So this is really cool, you guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today.
No worries.
Thank you so much for having us. Great to chat. Yeah. Hopefully we can chat in person one day, but this was good until then.
Someday soon. We'll change tires on our tiny bikes on the side of the road somewhere in a snowstorm and wait for the Russian truckers to come.
Yeah,
I
for
love
sure.
it. Awesome. Thanks everybody for watching and for tuning in. Thanks for being a part of all the virtual stuff we have going at Overland Expo. And I look forward to seeing you all out there somewhere soon, virtually or in real life. You guys have a great day. Thanks everybody out there. And we will catch up with you soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.